you need to be doing vocally today. Okay, so if you're hanging out with me for these warm-ups, sit tight. We're gonna get started in just a second. I want to give folks a chance to log on before we get started. But just in case you're hanging out with me for the first time today, I'm Ashley Robin. I am a singer, songwriter, producer, and I'm also a musicianship coach. And basically that means that whatever makes you fully the music creator you desire to be. Hey, Kristen! Whether that's vocal, songwriting, ear training, or production, I coach in all four of those areas. I am your girl. I've got 2 degrees in music. That's a bachelor's in classical and a master's in jazz. I've been singing seriously for almost 2 decades. Studying music as well for that long. I have also been teaching other people how to make music or about music for just over a decade in different contexts, like for colleges, organizations, and of course on a one-to-one private basis. I'm a signed artist. I work with other labeled artists. I've sung backgrounds for live television broadcasts, live concerts in really cool spaces like the Apollo Theater in New York City. I get called for live concerts, studio sessions. I also get called upon as vocal director just to help make sure and run rehearsals and make sure the backup vocals are doing what they need to do for concerts, recordings, etc., etc. I have had the pleasure of coaching folks that work with people like Pharrell Williams, Lana Del Rey, and Burna Boy. And when you are logged on for the ROBINSNEST Live, I am your coach too. So would you look at that? So the ROBINSNEST Live is all about creating a safe space for us to grow together musically. If you are an artist who is serious about succeeding at the craft, then I'm here for you. That's literally what the ROBINSNEST is all about. So just so you have the schedule, I'm live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. On Mondays, we do vocal warm-ups that promote our vocal health. Wednesdays, we do ear training. So if you want to, get that ear together, you should join me on a Wednesday and practice with me. And on Fridays, we do warm-ups as well, but the focus is a bit more on vocal agility, okay? And that's kind of ear training as well. Vocal agility is twofold, right? It's the ability for your voice to move the way you want it to, but it is also the ability to hear what you are looking to do, right? So you actually need ear training to do riffs and runs and stuff like that. So anyway, that's a Friday conversation. Today is Monday, and so we are going to be focused on getting through some vocal warm-ups. Like I said, they're meant to just get the blood flowing, get you in a healthy use of your voice for the day, okay? All right, so if you're hanging with me, say what's up in the chat. You know I love to say hi back to you. You know I love to say hello. I know Kristen is here. Who else is here? Who's rocking with me on YouTube? Who's rocking with me on Instagram? I'm not on TikTok today. I gotta find my other phone. I can't find my phone. But if you're perceptive, you might notice that we are in a new space today. I have moved. So you're gonna get used to seeing me in this space. It's gonna get more and more zhuzhed up as we go along. But yeah, I'm in a new place. Okay, so that's exciting, at least for me. I hope you're excited by it too. But all right, let's get into our warm-up, shall we? Let's start with stretches as usual. Take your head over your left shoulder. Breathe. Other side. Just getting a nice stretch to the sides of your neck, which is great. So you want to alleviate tension. Okay, let's put our chin to our chest. If you're just joining me, we are stretching. Alright, let's stretch the ceiling. I feel compelled to go to the beat. And forward. Let's get into the day. All right, cool. You can shake that out. All right, let's do some breathing. Let's do consonant pulses. All right, so I'm going to call the consonant out. We're going to pulse the consonant to the beat. Pulse the consonant to the beat. Are you ready? And you should feel that work in your upper abdomen. All right. I got to wait. Just the person I am. All right, here we go. Get ready. We're going to start with K. All right, pulse that K on this beat. Here we go. Now we're going to switch over to controlled exhales. We're going to inhale for a count of 4. Then we're going to pause for a count of 4. Notice I'm saying pause and not hold your breath, because I don't want you to focus on like cutting it off here. I want you to focus on pausing the breathing mechanism. Again, that happens at the upper abdominal level. So we're going to breathe in for 4, pause for 4, and then we're going to for as long as we can. All right, are you ready? Get ready. As soon as the beat drops, we're in it. Here we go. Breathe. We're going to change the counts now. Let's do in for 4, pause for 2, S for as long as we can. Sounds good? All right. Let's do it. And breathe. To what you probably will experience singing, right? So you're not going to have always that much time to breathe in, right? And we want to learn how to take good breaths quickly, right? So in between our phrases, we want to learn how to make, how to get a good substantial breath, a good helpful breath, quickly, right? So let's do 1 to breathe in, pause for 1, then for as long as we can. Okay, are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Let's do it. Here we go. Breathe. you should feel like your core is ready for action now. Right? And so, just the same way that we did that breathing and our focus when we were releasing the air was in in our abdominal area, you want to maintain that same way of doing things when you sing as well. So you're taking in the breath, your support comes from your upper abdominal area, right? You can think of it as your core, but if you want to get very specific, the center of your power is located, and this is something that Eric Arsenault taught that totally blew my mind. But the center of your power is in a muscle called the epigastrium. And that muscle is located at the top of your abdomen, and it connects your abdominals to your diaphragm. So it's not really the diaphragm, right? A lot of times when we hear like things about singing, or like when we go to learn to sing, if we're in a group singing situation, maybe you're in a choir, whatever have you, they'll say, sing from your diaphragm. But you can't really do anything from your diaphragm. Your diaphragm is an involuntary muscle. It has, you can't control that any more than you can control your heart beating. So I always try my best to be very careful with the language, right? Your diaphragm is involved, but you can't really control it. You can influence it, though, and we influence it using our core muscles. So the breathing exercises that we just did should have put you in better touch with that, okay? Sounds, so I hope that you were noticing your body moving that way, or your body, leaning into your support. And so now when we go to sing, still tap into that support. Depending on how loud we're singing, how full we're singing, how high we're singing, or how low we're singing, the amount of support that you'll feel in your abdomen or that you'll need in order to get the sound out is going to vary. It's not always going to be the same thing, but just know that your abdominal area, your upper abdominal area is where your power comes from. Okay, y'all? So really quick, I'm curious, if you're watching me right now, how is the video coming through? Is it coming through okay? Can you hear me? Can you see me? Is everything all right? Because two things I'm noticing. I'm noticing that we don't have a lot of folks either on YouTube or Instagram, and I think that tends to happen when my transmission is not that great. So I'm just curious to know, if you're watching me on Instagram or you're watching me on YouTube, am I coming through clear? Do I sound all right? Is the sound coming through? All that sort of stuff. I just want to take a second to check in, make sure that the things that I hope are happening are happening. Let me know. Let me know in the chat. I'm looking at the chat because I just want to make sure that we're giving quality today. Okay. All right. So let's warm up. Let's vocalize. Now, usually I'm able to put the keyboard on the screen. Cordy is treating me weird today. I don't know what's going on, so I can't really open it at the moment. So it kind of is what it is. But, we make do. So let's start with a fifth slide. And let's use our puffy cheeks, right? So I did forget to say this. If you're warming up with me today and you are a lower voice, feel very free to warm up an octave below. So that would be while we're up here, you should be okay. That's totally fine. You don't have to be on the same exact pitch as I am. Now let's go down. All right, good, good, good. Let's do lip trills. Yeah. Let's do two. Down. Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. I can already feel my voice going up to the place that it needs to be at. Okay, let's go to another exercise. 1 second. Hold on. Pow, pow, pow. Okay, cool. Like, let's do our wheeze. Wheeze are always next. All right, so we. So by the time you get up here, right, you're probably gonna have a fuller, you're gonna be in head voice, right? So, but the goal is that you don't allow it to be airy, right? The goal is to still have your vocal folds pressing or coming together efficiently, right? So it's not wee, 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 just because you're high. You can still be wee, 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 right? See how that works? So let's do a slide. Wee, to head down. Must be right around where my lower break is. I can feel it. Okay, cool. Let's do let's do some like oh, actually, let's go up to the top. Let's do a little bit of a head mix sort of exercise. Starting here. All right, so our entire range, right? And we moved with a little bit more, we jumped, right? We used an arpeggio as opposed to a scale. So that's working out our range and helping us to move around our voice without too much craziness going on in our transitions, right? That's the goal. We want to make a smooth sound. We want to have a smooth sound going all the way through. Okay, let's see. What do we want to do next? We haven't done ooey, 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 oohs in a while. Another mixed voice exercise. So it sounds like this. Ooey, okay, so for those who follow the numbers, right, it'd be 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Or do, re, mi, re, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, mi, re, do. Okay, but on ooey, 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 ooh. Here we go. And Phrygian of me. Phrygian dominant. Maybe we should do that. I probably should. We should do our vocal warm-ups one Monday. All modal. Maybe we'll do that next week. Maybe we'll do that next week. But yeah, okay. Anyway. Here we are. So that was the last one anyway. All right, cool. Cool. All right, let's do a puffy cheek slide. Down. Right about here, you probably are already feeling pretty warmed up, right? Like you can continue to sing and, sing however you need to sing. But, right around this mark is kind of where we would tend to cross over into training, right? So when you start with your SOVT stuff, so like your lip trills, your puffy cheeks, if you do raspberries, if you have a singing straw, if you have a Dr. Vox, like all those things are your warm up, right? You're getting your voice ready to sing. And not just SOVTs, but also, the wees that we did, the ooey, that kind of easy moving through the voice, wee, right? Just doing stuff that's easy to do. Doing stuff that doesn't take a lot of, what's the word I'm looking for? That doesn't take a lot of skill necessarily to do. And then once you cross over into the point where you're looking to increase your skill or train your voice to do a particular thing, that's what we would consider vocal training or vocal workout, right? So, you can warm up your voice on, agility, or warm up your voice on all those different skills that you want to grow in your voice. You can warm up your voice on those. But, technically, when it comes to a warm-up really only should take like 10 to 15 minutes. And then everything else after that is training. So everything else after that, you're either singing songs that you want to get better at singing, or you're training yourself doing particular exercises that lend themselves to the abilities that you want to have. So vocal agility exercises, mixed voice exercises, chest voice exercises, all those types of things come after the warm-up. And then you can continue to warm yourself, or like rewarm yourself back up in pockets throughout the warm-up, right? So let's say, you've been training your head voice for a while, right? You can do an opposite exercise to kind of bring yourself back to your equilibrium, and vice versa. If you're doing a lot of chest voice exercises, you do want to cool down from those exercises with a head voice exercise. So you can space those things out. If you're really working on your if you're really working on your chest voice, or like you're doing a song that's very chest voice heavy, make sure that in pockets throughout your practice session, you're giving yourself a little bit of head voice vocalization, right? Because your voice is a muscle. Your voice is a muscle, much like your arm muscles work, right? So, I don't remember all the exact terms, but I do know that there's a muscle that controls this movement, and there's a muscle that controls this movement, and they're on opposite sides of your arm, right? So your bicep and your tricep, like your bicep pulls your arm in, I believe, and your tricep stretches your arm back out. Your vocal cords are kind of the same, right? So there is a group of muscles that controls your full voice, and there's a group of muscles that controls your thinner head voice. And so if you're doing a lot of work on one of those types of voices, like doing a lot of full voice work, you want to do the opposite, again, like I said, to bring yourself back to zero. And then vice versa. If you're doing a lot of head voice work, you want to, ground yourself and bring yourself back with some chest voice exercises that will allow you to get back to zero. Okay? So I think I'm going to be on for maybe about 5 more minutes. Usually on Mondays, I also do Q&A. So if you got any questions, any vocal questions, now would be the time, and I would love to answer those for you. Okay, but I think first of all, it would be amazing to know who's in the chat. It's been a very quiet day. Typically we live in here. Right? So say what's up. If you're watching on YouTube, say what's up. If you're watching on Instagram, say what's up. Okay? And if you got any vocal questions, go ahead and throw them at me. While you're thinking of your questions, I think it makes sense to let you know the things that are going on in the Robin's Nest this week. There is always a lot going on in the Robin's Nest, I have to say. But today and tomorrow, I am doing Control Your Sound sessions. So for those of you who are curious about the scales and the harmonies and all that sort of stuff that you see me using in my posts, I want to show you how you can start using those scales yourself so that you can have greater control over the way your music feels and the way that it sounds. A lot of us are probably, let me not say probably, but a lot of us get stuck in ruts, creative ruts, and we feel like we're writing the same thing over and over again. Well, if you're feeling that way, you need to diversify. You need to learn some new scales, all right? And I've got 7 for you right on deck that I would love to show you how they work. So I'm doing Control Your Sound in 20 minutes. There's a 1 p.m. session today. There's a 7 p.m. session as well. And then tomorrow, there's a 2 p.m. and a 7 p.m. session. So if you'd like to come, head to the link in my bio and sign up. If you don't see it, send me a DM, because I want to make sure that if you want to come to the next Control Your Sound session, that you absolutely can. And then I want to make sure that you know too, if you want to work on your ability to hear keys, follow chords, and harmonize, I am doing Better Ear Bootcamp. The next Better Ear Bootcamp session starts on Wednesday, so you've got time to sign up, but get in there because we really do talk about things that are essential to anyone who wants to thrive in music. And this is whether you want to be professional or whether you just want to interact successfully with music, right? You don't have to have lofty musical goals to prioritize doing music well. Okay, so I just want to make that clear. You do not have to be someone, I want to win a Grammy someday, or I want to be famous. You don't have to want to be famous to want to get your ear together, right? So just putting that out there. But if you would like to join me for that, it's coming. It is a 3-day event. Starts on Wednesday. So if you want to sign up for that, the link is in my profile. And the link should be in my description if you're watching me on YouTube. But this week is all about Control Your Sound and Better Ear Bootcamp. I hope to see you at one or the other. Okay, hope to see you at one or the other. All right, cool. Hey, Mariana. Hi, it's been a while. It's been a while. I'm so happy to see you. Send me an email. I might send you an email. Because, I want to know how you are. It's good to see you. Great to see you in the chat. All right, cool. But now it's typically the Q&A portion. So if you got any questions, go ahead, throw them in the chat. I'll give you a minute or two. And then I'm probably going to skedaddle because I got to teach Control Your Sound. Okay, and it's a lot of fun, right? It's a lot of fun. But really, the heart of it is we're going to be talking about modes and how they work and how you can use them to have greater control over the way your stuff sounds. Okay, so... Oh, I should let you all know, Modes Workshop Live is coming back. If you're not aware, Modes Workshop Live is an 8-week session that I do live. And basically by the end of the session, your ears are not going to be the same again. So again, if you are like, man, Ashley Robin's content is so cool. I love the harmonies that she does. I wish I could do those types of harmonies, blah, 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 blah. It's not magic. You just got to learn your modes. And Modes Workshop Live is all about making sure that by the time we are done with those 8 weeks, you know all your modes. Number 1, you know them by ear. You can hear them. Number 2, you can sing them. And number 3, you've already got experience creating in them so that you can start applying it to your songwriting, your music production, and the way that you sing and the way that you do your riffs and runs, etc. if you're a riffer or a runner. So I highly recommend that you join us. Join the growing number of folks who are tapping in, learning their modes with me, learning their modes in the Robin's Nest, and, leaving with brand new ears. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. Thank you, Mariana. That's really kind. I understand. Well, whenever you got time, we're here. So, 2 things I want to say before I go. Number 1, on YouTube, we finally reached 400 subscribers. We have 400 subscribers on YouTube. I'm so excited about that. So whether you follow me on Instagram or you're subscribed to me on YouTube or wherever you're following me, I want you to know that I am so super grateful that you choose to hang with me whenever you choose to hang with me. And so I'm super excited about finally having reached 400 subscribers on YouTube. It's a really great thing. And then the second thing, what was the second thing? I think I just wanted to remind you that the Robin's Nest is live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So next time I'll see you all on live will be Wednesday. And on Wednesday, we're going to do ear training. So, bring your ears. Bring your ears on Wednesday. I'll be live at noon. But as of now, I'm going to skedaddle, head over to Teach Control Your Sound. Definitely join me at one of my free sessions this week. It's always a great time, and you'll be able to ask the questions that you need to. And then if you want to tap in with the Robin's Nest on a serious level, I will definitely be introducing folks to how to do that as well at these events. So hope that you'll tap in. I am Ashley Robin. This has been the Robin's Nest Live, and I look forward to seeing y'all again on Wednesday, or if not, very, very, very